It's great to welcome you here, Prime Minister, and I look forward to your comment.
Thank you.
In the year 2000, the Canadian government enshrined the Crimes Against Humanity and War Crimes Act, which is ostensibly aimed at preventing Canada from becoming a safe haven for war criminals. But so far, these laws have only been invoked to prosecute criminals from Africa, such as Desire Munyaneza, who was prosecuted in 2009 for his role in the Rwandan Civil War. It is well documented, however, that those such as George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, and Benjamin Netanyahu, who frequently visit Canada for speaking engagements, are credibly accused of crimes against humanity and war crimes for their roles in authorizing torture and unlawful wars of aggression. Thus, a citizens' movement has emerged with the goal of pressuring Canadian law enforcement agencies to enforce the law on war criminals emanating not just from Africa, but from Tel Aviv and Washington as well. It was here in front of the TELUS Convention Centre in Calgary, Alberta, that Mohawk activist Splitting the Sky attempted a citizen's arrest on credibly accused war criminal George W. Bush during Bush's first international speaking engagement since leaving the White House. Many citizens are angry with so-called law enforcement agencies in cities such as Vancouver and Calgary that frequently afford police protection to those such as Dick Cheney and George Bush, whilst criminalizing citizens such as Splitting the Sky, who merely seek to have the law enforced equitably and consistently.
So clearly, no municipal jurisdiction would interfere in what is federal jurisdiction.
But the Calgary police were erecting a line of impunity to protect George.
We're bound by international treaties.
The police chief is spitting on the rule of law. He's spitting on international treaties, and he's also spitting on domestic law, Canadian law. There's a statute in Canada, the Crimes Against Humanity and War Crimes Act. It was passed in 2000. Its essence is to say Canada is not to be a haven for war criminals.
International treaties oblige the police to arrest Mr. Bush. The Convention Against Torture obliges Canada to arrest a foreign national suspected of involvement with torture committed anywhere against anyone if that person is found in Canada.
Time will only tell if Canada will continue to be a safe haven for war criminals. Activists hope that politicians who are so bellicose about law and order when it comes to criminalizing the working class will reinstate the rule of law in Canada, applying the law consistently rather than selectively. Joshua Blakeney, PressTV, Calgary.